So Malik Scott is out here talking out the side of his neck again. That's Team Wilder basically saying that they're tired of chasing Anthony Joshua. They've been chasing Anthony Joshua for years. It's obvious that he does not want the fight. Now, also, Deontay Wilder added that Anthony Joshua didn't want to fight him. He said, he didn't want to fight me when 50 million was on the table and he didn't accept it. Okay. We're going to digress on that for now and just stick with what Malik Scott said. The only problem with what Malik Scott said is Malik must be foggy brained, because if you're going to say that you've been chasing Anthony Joshua for years and you're sick of it and they don't want to fight, the problem with that is Deontay Wilder has already went on social media and exposed to you, me, the rest of the world, and God that he could have fought Anthony Joshua for more money, but he chose to fight Tyson Fury because he's a man of his words. Those are his exact words verbatim. Okay? So how do you chase a man for years that the fighter that you train has revealed that he could have fought? And not only that, he could have fought him for more money, but he chose not to do it. So when you say you've been chasing somebody for years, obviously with that information that Deontay Wilder put out there, it's an oxymoron statement, because either you think people got a foggy brain themselves or they can't remember something, but we already know. So you can't say that you've been chasing somebody for years and then say, yo, I could have fought Anthony Joshua for more money, but I chose to fight you. And then on top of that, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder was going around saying, hey man, this is the heavyweight fight to make. Forget everybody else. This is the two best right here. We don't even care about the belts and all that other stuff. I remember all that stuff, man. I remember all that. So that's us just getting Malik Scott bullshit out the way. Okay. Now we're going to talk about Wilder and his 50 million. I don't know why people are even still bringing up this 50 million. I don't want to go back and forth with nobody about it, because when people decide who's guilty of what, they decide it based off their emotions, how much they like somebody. When I speak on something, I speak on the facts that are in front of my face and your face. That's the difference between when people listen to what you saying and when people listen to me. The only reason why somebody be irritated at what I say is they hate how accurately truthful I can be. Okay? And how good I am at articulating the truth. That's why people will really be upset with me or have a problem with me. Because like I said, I only offend fanboys, casuals, racists. Those are the only people that I offend. Because other than that, it's the straight gospel over here. Because like I always say, name any fighter that you think that I'm a fan of, or that I favor, or that I like a whole bunch. I got a video criticizing something about it. That's what also separates me from other channels that say, oh, we're unbiased and this, that, and the third. They will never say anything critical of their favorite fighter. I say critical shit about my favorite fighters all the time. Hell, and even put them on the Duck Chronicles. But then again, over in the Midwest, we built different, obviously. But when it comes to that 50 million, man, once again, just like Malik Scott, the reason why this don't make no sense. How are you going to talk about a man turning down 50 million as that is some evidence that he doesn't want to fight, versus a man who turns down 120 million? So if you saying he didn't want to fight because of 50 million, well, you turned down 120 million. Okay? So not only that, this is the second time that you have let it been publicly known that you turned down two opportunities that we know of that can't be argued to fight Anthony Joshua. Yet, y'all been chasing him this whole time. And to add on top of that, Deontay Wilder is not with the promotional company in which you can give him the benefit of the doubt of being the one who does want to fight. given the fact that PBC fighters seem to have such a hard time making good fights that people obviously want. PBC doesn't have the track record to give Deontay Wilder the benefit of the doubt. And that's just the truth. To add on top of that, it's $120 million out there that you haven't recouped. Now, this is what I will say. When Deontay Wilder says he doesn't want to fight him now, I'm going to kind of agree with Wilder. Because I think Joshua would be dumb if he wanted to fight Wilder right now. Just like if Deontay Wilder was to beat Anthony Joshua right now, yeah, you beat Anthony Joshua, but you beat the mentally broken, unsure, unconfident, weary Anthony Joshua. You didn't beat the guy that was going out here cleaning out the heavyweight division, who was calling out any and everybody. As a matter of fact, Anthony Joshua took a loss because he was fighting nothing but the best. That is the complete opposite of Deontay Wilder, regardless of how talented you think he is, regardless of how hard of a puncher you think he is. Because I've always said, I think Deontay Wilder is talented too. I think Deontay Wilder could easily be the most dangerous man in boxing, truthfully, if he only applied some effort to his craft. Instead of being a one-trick pony, look how far he got being a one-trick pony. Imagine if we add 2 more tricks to him. Then he'd definitely be harder to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? And if Deontay Wilder trained his body right, balance out his physique, because that's why he's falling all over the place, because he's top heavy and his legs are real skinny. You know what I'm saying? If he had somebody come in and do that, man, I don't think nobody could fuck with Wilder, because he does have the mentality. He does. He obviously got the heart. You know what I'm saying? As far as being tough. You know what I'm saying? As far as taking on other challenges, well, that's another part of the conversation too. Because I can look and see what Anthony Joshua did for his short period of time that he's been a professional boxer versus Deontay Wilder. And at the end of the day, there's too many people that Wilder didn't fight on top of not fighting Anthony Joshua. Because you got the Klitschko fight, you got the what's my man name? Why I always forget his name? The gorgeous villain. I walk this earth like a god. Charles Martin. And that's a fight that could have been made, because I believe, wasn't Shelly Finkel promoting Charles Martin? So that's a fight that could have been made. That was an easy belt for you right there. He didn't do it. So, it is what it is at the end of the day. But to be asked about Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua fight, man, the luster is gone off that fight. It's completely gone. That fight would have been something when both these guys was undefeated, when the world was fresh, and we actually had all eyes on boxing at that time. When Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder was supposed to fight, you had casual eyes on boxing like never before. Had boxing delivered that fight on time, you would have got an influx of a whole new crop and a whole new fan base. Because everybody was asking me about that fight. Even people who don't pay attention to boxing came up and asked me about that fight. If boxing delivered that fight, it'd have been great for boxing. But right now, boxing is suffering from not making good fights. And who's helping these good fights not being made? You Rainbow Coalition, knee pad wearing, fan of man fanboys. See, I believe these fanboys and these managers, they're in the same damn boat. They don't want to see no tough or no stiff fights. And that's why boxing is jacked up right now. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.